Вітаю, пані та панове. This is Ukrainian Spirit and we continue our journey into the world of craft Ukrainian alcohol. Today we are still in a beautiful Carpathian mountains. We're sitting currently on a little ranch and you see a cute little pony behind me, but the point of today's video is still a drink from Kramnytsia Nalyvok, or liquor store from Kyiv Oblast, and this particular drink is a horse radish based alcohol. So let's find out more, shall we? So horseradish might sound really weird for many of you, but it's really typical for Ukrainians to mix alcohol with horseradish root. Not just horseradish root, but also some kind of sweetener, usually honey, and some kind of acid, usually lemon. This gives a nice balanced flavor to the alcohol because, as I said previously, Ukrainians traditionally do not like consuming alcohol on its own, distillates on their own. We really like to sweeten them up a little bit to make them mellower, more pleasant. So this is very traditional drink, goes really well together with food, as you might have imagined already, with fatty foods as usual for Ukrainians. So I ripped the seal, that is nice, and I will try to untie the knot in a civilized way, but I might not, it doesn't work today, and I have very little patience, so I'll just take it off. So the color is pale straw-like, very light, almost white, but has a little bit of this yellow straw color. It smells intensely of horseradish, as it should be. By the way, we are sitting in a busy village here behind this ranch, so don't mind some cars and people passing by. So it smells intensely of horseradish. If you've never seen it, it's this whitish root. Looks a little bit like ginger and maybe tastes a little bit like ginger as well, but much more bitter and not as spicy, not as hot as ginger. On its own, it's really hard to chew, to swallow, like fresh root, so it needs something to mellow it. It doesn't smell too sweet. I sense a little bit of lemon juice, but also really small quantity. So this is mostly horseradish and some quality alcohol, pure alcohol, no funky flavors, no nothing. Let's give it a taste. It is bitter. It gives this reddish burn immediately, and it goes immediately to your chest. So currently it burns inside my chest, inside my throat, but in a pleasant way. It doesn't rip my body apart. It just gives this subtle burn that goes really well together with fatty foods, because fatness and spiciness or some kind of bitterness go really well together. There is not much honey I sense in this drink. There is a little bit of lemon. I would say that I prefer when it's slightly more sweet and more acidic. This particular one is less balanced and more horseradish. Alcohol, bitterness and alcohol burn combines with the one from the radish and multiplies a little bit, and I really miss some kind of salo to go together with this one, or maybe some kind of pork dish made in oven. So I need some food with this. You cannot really, can I guess, but you shouldn't really just try to sip it. This is a table drink, as it has been with almost all of those. So this is typical Ukrainian drink for parties. drink for dinner or nice Sunday evening. So, as usual, this has been Ukrainian spirit, and cheers. I see you quite soon. Будьмо!